Hey, it's Dave the Butterfly Guy here. It's April in Minnesota, so central Minnesota, early April. It's 80 degrees today, which is really rare to be that warm this early in the spring, but it gets me excited to start planting seeds, getting my butterfly garden going, but I know in my heart it's too early, right? We can have freezing temperatures well into the middle part of May in Minnesota, so I shouldn't be out planting flowers yet or putting seeds in the ground. But there is something I can do. I can start planting seeds inside. And so today I want to plant my favorite annual, attracts tons of butterflies, all kinds, monarchs, painted ladies, swallowtails. I'm going to plant some seeds for the zinnia. So I've got a couple different kinds of zinnias. I'm going to show you how I'm going to go about seeding them a little bit early and get a jump on things so they're already up and sprouted, and so when mid-May gets here I can transplant them out into the ground and they're already on their way. So I'm going to start with the tools I need. So I need something to plant the seeds in, and I'm not a big fan of plastic because it just doesn't have a good use for them once they're broken or destroyed or you're done using them. So I've got these biodegradable seed cups. They're from, the company is called McKinsey, and what's great about these, they're only $1.29 I think I paid for 12 of these, and then they're biodegradable. So you actually put your soil in here, you put your seeds in here, you water them, and then you can take the whole pod and put it right into the ground and it'll be biodegradable. So that's what we're going to do today. I have 2 sets of 12. So I'm going to open these up and I'm going to start placing these in my little tin here. So I've got this tin I'm going to put them in. I'm going to lay these out. So I've got all my little pods set up here. Next I'm gonna take some dirt and I'll need some water. I got a little spray bottle here, a little shovel to help put the dirt in. You can use potting soil, you can use organic compost. Some people like to use Miracle-Gro and those kind of things, and those will help and they'll grow great. But zinnias are really a hardy plant, and so I'm just using organic black dirt compost. I actually go to my city has a compost site where I can just go get black dirt for free or composted dirt for free. So that's what I'm using today. So I've got a big pile of black dirt I got this morning from the compost site, and I'm just gonna start putting the dirt into these pods. Alright, so I've got all my pods filled with my compost dirt. I fill it pretty close to the top, and then next what I'm going to do is just press it down a little bit. Just kind of make it a little more compact, not too much, but I think this will be a nice help before we put seeds in. So there I've patted them all down. I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit more dirt around the top of some of these. So there we are. We're at the next step. It's time to plant the seeds. I've got a couple different types of zinnias. I've got this candy cane mix, which creates these little carnival type flowers. These don't grow quite as tall. They maybe grow about 20 inches tall, but again, what's great with zinnias, they bloom early in the summer, probably midsummer in Minnesota. With this early start, they'll probably bloom by July, and then they just keep blooming over and over right through the end of summer. So well into October, they're still blooming. And then the other one that I'm gonna primarily use is these giant zinnias. These grow 30 to 36 inches tall. They have a variety of colors, and these flowers just really attract the butterflies. So I'm gonna start with opening up these giant ones. And you can see the seeds here. They're just, you know, really nice, kind of thin. And so I'm only going to put 2 per pod. And then I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of dirt over the top of them. I'm not going to have them be too deep, so just barely get them under the surface. So we're in great shape. We got our dirt in, we've got the seeds in, just lightly under the surface, and then the next step is going to be to water. All right, so these little pods do have a little hole in it, so water will carry through it. Again, I'm planting these seeds about 4 weeks before the last frost of the season. So early April in Minnesota, frost, we can have freezing temperatures well into early May. So I'm about 4 weeks before early May right now. So the 2 things you don't want to do is you plant too early. These zinnias are sensitive to root clutter and being root bound. You don't want them to be so big their roots are caught up in these little pods, so you have to be able to transplant them within 4 weeks. So we're at about the right timing for that. They're also really sensitive to frost, so you can't put the seeds in the ground too early. You gotta just be patient, but we'll start. So I'm gonna water these down of my little spray bottle here, and I'm gonna try and get them all a little pretty damp. You can actually, with these biodegradable cups, you can make sure that you have enough water to even have those be wet and almost noticing the water on the outside. So that works out good. I got a good start on this. I've got them nice and moist, a good start. So the next step is just to keep these nice and moist throughout the next 4 weeks. Some people will put these on a heating pad so they have that nice warmth and will help expedite getting the plants to sprout, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to bring them in my house, hoping the room temperature of the house will be enough to get them going over the next few weeks. If you have heat lamps, some people do that. I just don't want to use the extra electricity to do what I think nature can do naturally. It's room temperature, keeping them moist, and I'll check in here and we'll give you updates along the way. So here we are about 2 weeks in, and the seeds have started to sprout. My zinnias are starting to grow. Not all of my pods have started to sprout, but I think 15 of the 20 have. And so I'm excited about that. It's been good because it's been below freezing in Minnesota the last 2 weeks, and it would not have been a good time to plant outside. So I'm gonna let them grow for another couple weeks. I've got finally a sunny day here in Minnesota. I'm gonna actually set these out on my deck, let them get a little natural sun for a day, and then bring them back in at night. So that's my plan. So finally a nice day. It's about 50 degrees. It's sunny. It feels good on the deck here. I'm giving my pods and my zinnias a little chance to get a little natural sun. I hope you liked the video. I hope you get a chance to subscribe to the channel. And for now, it's Dave the Butterfly Guy signing out.